This window takes up so much freaking space.
It looks like you're live right now.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
It says it's connected, but everything's grayed out. Like I can't go in and change connection or anything like that.
So I can see. Oh, it says starting soon.
Okay.
Your vertical video is definitely still just black. Are you sure? Are you in Minecraft? I mean, I guess I know you're in Minecraft because you're in the chat. Do you have a gameplay scene set up?
I'm trying to find it. I don't remember where it's at.
Stream Elements, SE Live Docs, Vertical Stream Elements Canvas.
Should be good now. Hopefully. The next, like, 20 some odd seconds. Is
Yep.
it updated? Okay.
Looks great.
Guess I'll close the multi-stream stuff then. Scooch everything back where I like it. Set up my regular in-game, and I think we're good. I guess I don't know if it'll do a VOD, because that could also be the case where it's actually been streaming, but it's not saving a VOD for some reason. It says it is on here, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it could possibly be because of the black screen, if I had to guess.
We posted quite a few of those, though.
Oh, that's true. You did have some. Yeah, I don't know then.
And then the regular one still didn't show up either. Even though it's not a black screen. I don't know why I'm going over to you. I guess for doing nether stuff. Probably need to be able to
no.
What are we
I mean,
doing?
we can, if you want to, but we wanted to try and get frog lights today, I thought.
That is still kind of nether stuff, though, isn't it? But yeah, that'll be your portal. And it'll be a matter of getting frogs. I think it's still...
Are frogs from the nether?
No, I think the strat is still... Oh, well, but we won't be able to run a froglight farm until we're done with the thing. We'll have to switch the mob switch off.
Oh, wow. They, It wouldn't work. Never mind.
What?
Well, I don't know. So I was thinking about the XP farm and how many slimes it produces.
What about it?
Because the frogs just have to eat a slime, right? They don't have to
magma cube, specifically.
Oh, it has to be a magma cube?
That's the whole reason you build it. Otherwise, people would always build them in the overworld.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
That's why it lights up. It's because it's magma.
Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks.
There's like an amount of reasoning that they try to apply when they...
Went right over my head.
We can still set it up, but again, we have to switch off the thing once we're done.
Excuse you?
To run it?
No, the lava bucket. Oh. I took it out of the thing and then immediately placed it back in the thing. Yes.
What?
We should probably finish the thing then, the wither skeleton thing, before we try and do frog lights, because that would really suck to get all the frog light stuff done and have no output from it.
Well, again, we can... You said we can, like, toggle the switch.
Oh, well, no, you would hate that. I was going to say we could use a spawner. A spawner, the trigger doesn't apply to.
That's true. We'd have to find one.
I know where one's at, I think, but yeah.
I mean, if you want to do that.
No, I think doing it the way that we did it before on the roof is probably easier in the long run. Glad you're thinking ahead.
It does have to be out of range of the, doesn't have to. It would work better if it's out
Oh,
of
I didn't get my
range
mute button in time, sorry.
of,
Sorry, out of range of what?
it would ideally be, like, further away than the, it wouldn't be near the portals and stuff, because we don't really want the frog lights running unless we need frog lights.
Okay. I mean, could we build like a really, really, really crappy one and then just build it close? So it's like
Always
running all the
but doesn't
time
do a ton.
when it's loaded, but it's like very simple to deal with. Would
Sure.
that be acceptable?
That's probably fine. Because, I mean, the scale of the last one, I think we ran it once and then we probably never needed to run it again.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what the Wither Skull Farm's going to be like. I'm sure you're aware.
I mean, that's kind of ideal though, right?
What happened to all my torches? Weird.
Not having to run farms is nice. Plus, that means we'll be able to toggle back on the mob switch when we're looking for debris and stuff. Temmie.
Is that good or bad?
The music.
Yeah.
It's Temmie shop.
Yeah. But I couldn't tell by the way you said, ugh.
Temmie get money or to go to college. Temmie's great.
Oh, okay.
I vibe with Temmie.
Good.
Temmie's a good character. This is just basically a more sane version of Dog Song.
Dog song?
Yeah. I made a cover of Dog Song, and it is by far the most played music I've ever made, and it's kind of frustrating. Because it took maybe 5 minutes to make. Bing bong.
Oh, you already repaired all your stuff.
Mhm.
I do recall this now.
Yep. Bing bong. Oh yeah, so are we doing Froglights?
Oh, I thought we just agreed not to.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, we can if you want to. But
I mean, I'm down to set it up with a spawner too, because then it doesn't matter if the switch is on or off. I do kind of prefer the idea of it being like passive though, just being like near enough to where it'll run sometimes, but far enough that it won't run all the time. I'm still glad that this actually like works decently. I really didn't anticipate, because I didn't look anything up. I went purely based on the fact that I knew how to stack the potions, and that's kind of it.
seems to be working pretty good. Pretty good.
Still do sort of wish I'd built it one higher for hoppers.
I mean, we can redo it if you want.
That sounds like a pain. Took me long enough making it and remaking it.
I think it looks really clean without the hoppers. I mean, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7.5 stacks of slime balls. Like, I really don't feel like that's like automated sorting required territory, in my opinion.
Oh, the chest is... hold on. I don't want anything to be in the path. Ideally.
Okay.
You're usually the one that goes a fuss about that.
Yep.
Because it was 4 red instead of 5.
Yep, I didn't even realize. Thank you for fixing that. Off we go.
2... Do what? Exactly.
Oh, do you not want to work on the nether stuff?
Which nether stuff? That's what I'm asking. Oh, that stays the same size.
The last thing I remember you saying was you would prefer to have a passive one. The only way that would work is if we finish the Wither Skull farm and turn off the mob switch.
We don't necessarily have to finish the Wither farm to turn
Do you
off
not want to work on the Wither farm? We don't have to if you don't want to.
No, we can. I didn't know if you wanted to, like, switch it off.
It seems criminally inefficient.
Run the frog lights for a little bit just to have some and then go back to it.
If that's what you want to do, that is a-okay with me. I feel like it's a waste of time.
That's fair. That song left a lot of space at the end. Ooh, Skull Clash music. Let's go.
I think all the trees are done in the square.
Trees are done. And the sky is gray. For a walk.
Oh, found one.
Are they really?
If not, there's only like a couple left.
So many left.
In the square.
Especially because the elevation's all over the place. Well, no, I know. Because there's bits we haven't even, like, leveled off yet.
Oh, right, there's ones under where we're working. I didn't even think about that. And above.
Yeah, where I was, there was still stuff across from us that was higher than where we were.
I haven't really gone much lower than where the scaffolding is right now.
Yeah, there's stuff that's higher than that.
Really?
Than where it was, anyway, yeah.
I don't see any. I am particularly blind, though.
Same. Oh. What was that?
Text message. That was an intense blow into the mic.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I just exhaled. What is... I don't even know if it was exhaled. I might have inhaled.
That's wild.
Usually when my lungs are doing the thing that they do where they decide to stop working, I breathe kind of sharp. My bad.
Oh, that's fine. It sounded like you did it like intentionally.
Is there really? There's a lot more of this is missing than I thought, I guess. Also, yeah, no, never. Anything with my breathing tweaking is entirely just a result of bad lungs. Don't always get enough air. Dude, there's just stuff. They just place stuff There's blocks all up in the trees everywhere. It's so chaotic. It's so hard to tell where stuff stops and starts. Like...
You clipped your mic on that one.
I didn't even do anything. I'm so confused. Am I in the square this time? I hope I'm in the square this time. I am in the square this time. Let's go. Oops. Down here now. Okay. Well. Back to the beacon I go. The series of falls.
It'll be that way sometimes.
I do think you were right before in saying that this would be significantly easier if it was just like a solid block of netherrack.
Yeah.
Because there's not as much like having to build up or jump down or anything to get to anything. It would all be mostly leveled out. Is all that... Oh, thank goodness. All of that to the west is outside of the platform range, so we won't ever have to break any of that. That's honestly where it looks the worst. I think. North's not great either. But I don't think we have to go north either. Nope.
So this might be the worst of it?
I'm hoping.
That's good.
Fingers crossed. Time will tell. This is one of those where I sort of immediately think about like modded, especially older modded, with like Buildcraft and stuff, like having quarries, just having something set up that does this for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just draw a big square and it'll dig it. It'll give you all the stuff it picks up. And it was like item pipes, and they had filters built into them, so you could take multiple items out at a time. Get rid of all the stuff you didn't want. Sort by categories instead of by specific item. And that was, like, I don't even know how many years ago.
At least one.
Yeah. Pretty confident in agreeing with that. I gotta, like, draw a line here to make sure I don't lose track of where I'm going, otherwise I'm gonna break a bunch of unnecessary blocks. fire from down here. On over, I think. Yep.
Yes.
The only thing I am specifically breaking that's outside of the square is shroom lights.
Termites.
Shroom lights.
Shroom lights.
Just because they're nice to have.
Yeah.
It's something different to use for lighting. It's not my go-to for sure, but I've used it for stuff.
Good to have a little bit of variation here and there.
Yeah. Definitely prefer frog lights, but now and again.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bing bong. This is so out of whack. Wait, is this the... Oh, this is the line. That's not quite as bad as I thought it was. Still do have to build up to break the trees, though. They never seem to be adjacent to any, like, particularly tall bits of land. Keep having to build scaffolding and break it. So that was definitely a good shout. It's a good idea.
Good to be able to get up and down quickly.
I definitely forget that it's a thing a lot. Oof. Sorry if that one was loud.
No, I didn't even hear whatever that was.
Oh, okay. I have no sense of how that works. There does not seem to be any rhyme or reason.
It's fun.
Stuff I think is loud you don't even hear. Makes no sense. Ridiculous. Oops. Oh, I gotta turn the thing on. That makes it not
the gamma
suck.
thing?
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Oh, I do remember this song. I think this is towards the start of the game. Of Nier. This might be like the first boss or something.
Yeah, I mean, you have it, so I have it, so I could definitely try it out.
Like I said, definitely doesn't seem like the type of game you'd get into, but we've played bullet hells before. And like I said before, I'm very bad at it. So it's sort of not my type of game in that sense. Like, I like bullet hells, I'm just not very good at them.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's enjoyable, you don't necessarily have to be the best.
Oh yeah, it's pretty fun. The like bits where you actually do big damage are very similar to like Metal Gear, the Revengeance specifically, like the I still think that game does that sort of stuff better just because of how over the top it is, but it's got pretty cool fights and stuff. It's just insanely large machines that you have to take down.
Hmm.
It's also got however many different endings. I've only gotten the one you can get straight away.
I do appreciate games that have multiple endings.
Yeah, it's also one where it handles it in a way that makes it easier to get them all. Like, where you'll get an ending and it's like, that's great, but we're gonna throw you back so you can do other stuff.
Interesting.
Like, because I've played plenty of games where it's like, alright, you got that ending, that's sick. That game's gone now. Like, now you have to replay the game to get a different ending.
Yeah, I don't mind that as much whenever it's at least like New
Different.
Game Plus.
Yeah. Also, if it like is highly
That's how
dependent
The
on
Witcher
how
handles it.
the story goes, like if it's that significant of a change in the gameplay, then it also doesn't really bug me that much. Like if you're basically playing a different game when you do a different ending, then I don't really mind. But yeah, when it's like basically the same game, but you need to do like 2 or 3 fights different than you did the first time or something like that, like that's rough.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, the Witcher endings change pretty dramatically based on the decisions you make.
Had multiple.
Yeah, basically every single quest has multiple outcomes, and all of those outcomes end up affecting the ending to a degree. I can't remember how many total it has, but it's a couple dozen or so at least, like major changes that you make along the way.
I really gotta play more of that game.
So good.
That's another one where I did not get far at all. I just kind of started it up, went, this is cool, and then just never got back to it.
Yeah, it starts out a little slow, but it gets better pretty quick.
I remember fighting the Griffin and kind of struggling with that.
Yeah, I feel like the very
That's kind
first
of a
boss
rough
fight,
intro.
it's similar.
Might be easier if you've played the other ones, I guess.
Yeah, it's similar to like how Witcher 2 was. So I think they were like assuming that everyone that was gonna play
actually
Witcher
play
3
them in order.
had played them. Yeah, and that probably was not the best strategy. I also think that people pick the not easy difficulty to begin with, even though if they're not familiar with it, they should probably pick the easy difficulty. I think there's 4 difficulties, and I tried like one away from the hardest on my original run, and I just hated it to begin with. But then I reset it to like normal difficulty, and it was much more tolerable. Like the difficulty differences are drastic.
Are they able to be changed like midway through or anything?
I believe so. I do think that yeah, like you
that
can't
helps a lot.
game it like for achievements or anything. But yeah.
Right, it would probably default to whatever the lowest one you switched to was.
Right. Which is how I'd prefer it, honestly.
Yeah. Could make achievement hunting kind of annoying though, if that's your cup of tea. Which I don't know. I don't do it a ton, but like when a game seems like I could, I try to 100% it for sure.
Oh yeah.
when it seems reasonable.
One of these days we'll 100% Minecraft.
Yeah, for real. The beacon thing is usually broken, and I've never gotten the potion effect one. Those are the two main ones that I never get. Because the beacon one's bugged, and the potion effect one thing is just really tricky to pull off. Like, there's guides on how to do it, but even then it's not like a surefire thing every time. You usually have to retry something.
Yeah, I've never attempted it, so couldn't tell you. Oh, son.
Some of it might
Oh,
actually
I got
be
it.
easier now,
Yeah.
because of how many different mobs can, like, give you effects,
Makes sense.
like the husks and stuff. Like, it might be easier to just get hit a couple times and then splash some potions.
Yeah, I've definitely seen lots of videos where people do it without moving their character at all. Like, the character gets moved, but, like, it's, like, just some massive redstone contraption that just, like, processes the player through all the possible things that they need to do.
Yeah, it's definitely not something I think you'd ever be able to achieve by accident at any point in the game.
Yeah.
Very,
I think there's several like that, though.
very much has to be done.
Gotta be
on
grinding for
purpose.
it.
Yeah. Like the, oh. Maybe the Strider in the overworld thing, just because that's so specific. Froglights in general. The thing where you actually have to have all the different frogs at the same time. Trying to think of what else.
Yeah, the Froglight one is just holding all 3 Froglight varieties, right?
Yeah, the frogs one, you have to have all 3 on a lead, though. I didn't end up getting that last time because I brought 2 of them in at a time, but I had already had the other ones in there. And I didn't want to hop in with the cubes to get it. It's one of those times a mob switch would be handy, so you can just turn it all off, go in, put the frogs on leads, and then hop out. Pretty
Yeah,
easy.
mob switch is definitely a game changer.
It's pretty good. Still surprised it's as easy to set up as it is, but I guess it makes sense. So much of these don't connect at all. Goodness. Just may as well be floating islands in a lot of cases for these.
Okay, question of the day.
Mhm.
If you're able to change one single fact and your objective is to cause as much chaos as possible, what fact do you choose to change?
What does that even mean? That feels too open-ended. So no, like, objective answer there?
I mean, technically there probably is. I don't know what it would be though.
Where did that come from?
Uh,
That ain't one off the dome, is it?
nope.
Didn't figure.
Group chat.
Group chat.
No,
Like your
Skullgirls.
your stonk one or something else?
No, some of the group.
Not a clue.
You don't have an answer?
I think I've got several answers. I don't know that they're chaotic enough.
Interesting.
Because my
was
default
kind of
is to go
expecting you
for
would
something
have-
beneficial to me. Like, of course. There's just too many options. I got it. BRB.
Okay.
Combat cat just chilling. To the
Welcome
extent
back.
I didn't even realize. Just chilling there. Ah. See, like, the levels are all over the place. You're down there, I'm up here. Like, it was more jumpy above us, too, and then all the stuff below us is so sporadic because of all the frickin' trees.
I'm sorry
Why?
that it's so sporadic.
Well, let me take a look real quick at, like, what we've got. I think we've got, like, a repeat of this, sort of, to the east, but it's not nearly as bad.
Okay.
And then, well, further east, we have a bit more of it. This still seems like the worst bunch of it, though. by a good margin. Like I'm digging through the netherrack and there's just logs here. Just embedded in the ground.
Unacceptable, really. Whoever's idea it was, they should be slapped.
It's just jank. The generation's just so strange. I don't know. And then the Enderman place stuff everywhere. So it gets even more jank.
It's like they want it to be difficult to dig in hell or some shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck is their problem?
So aggressive. My gosh.
Oh, more Skullgirls?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't recognize this one. That makes sense. I'm sure you do.
Story's wacky. I don't think I recognize.
Have you not
this
played
one.
through the whole story?
No.
Really?
That game's really hard.
Huh.
It's a for real fighting game. I'm not great.
For
at
some
for real
reason, I
fighting
thought you
games.
had like gone through the grind to like 100% that one.
I did for Soul Calibur.
Maybe it's
I
Soul
did for
Calibur's the
Soul-
one I'm
I
thinking
did
of.
for Skullgirls. I spent like a couple weeks, like 100%ing Soul Calibur. That took a while.
I do remember Soul Calibur.
That took some doing. Particularly the stuff with the online, because I seem to always pick times when there weren't very many people online, especially because of how old the game is. So those parts were a little tricky. Yeah, the campaign was just sort of a matter of doing it. And there are certain bits where you can't really skip very much at a time. It takes a while. Just sort of a time sink because they're yapping about the story. And they all like overlap at different points in time.
Hmm.
There's like side quest stuff too, I think. That I tried to do all of just in case.
Interesting.
Also, for some reason, they don't let you use your character one way or the other. You can't make a character for PvP and then use it in story, and you can't make a character for the story and use it in PvP. Which I think
Can you
is
not just
strange.
make the same character twice?
You can, but it takes a while.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know why you can't just use the character. Because that's how most of the other fighting games with online stuff and stories work when you have a character creator. Like, the character you create for online is the one that you use for the story, usually.
Right.
Like, you can make multiple, but they can do both. Like, they don't make you remake it from scratch. I just thought... I've always
Wonder why
thought
that
that's
is.
weird. Yeah, I would like to know for sure. I'm sure it's some kind of weird system thing where they really didn't think about how to, like, set up the characters separate from the modes they appear in.
That sounds like it might be a good reason, though. I can't imagine it being a good reason.
Well, no, like, that's a dumb thing. Like,
Oh,
if
it's a
you're
dumb
gonna
reason.
have created characters, they should be able to move between modes. I'm saying they didn't do that. Because the character creator happens inside of whatever mode you're playing.
Not before.
Not separate of the modes, which is how most games handle it, so that you're able to select your character and then select what mode you're playing. Or vice
I mean,
versa, like select the mode.
It makes sense
select the
considering it's the
character.
first time they made a Soul Calibur game, right?
Was it? I was genuinely confused. I was like, did a different
maybe-
studio make that?
may be having a bit of the sarcasm there. Sorry.
Well, I mean, considering how many games, like, change hands lately, I would have believed you. There's so many games where, like, a third or a fourth in a series will be by completely different people. So I did genuinely believe you for a sec. I don't even know if there's been... To be fair, I don't know if there's been character creation prior to
Yeah.
6.
I mean, do you know who made the Soul Calibur game?
I don't remember.
It's developers.
That's true. It's very true. I can't remember the studio genuinely though. I feel like I should know it, but I don't. Yeah, very big fan of games with character creation, especially if it's like ridiculously in depth.
Mm.
It's very fun. I like it a lot. The more in depth they are, the like much harder they are to make, but that's, I don't know.
Part of the experience.
Yeah, I still feel like it's worth making. Like, more games should have character creators, I don't know. Especially if the game isn't in, like, first person a lot of the time. Like, if you're gonna see your character a lot, it's kind of nice to be able to make them look the way you want. There's not too many downsides, really, to giving players more, like, customizability. Like, if there's online interactions, sometimes it gets a little jank, and you kind of want to limit it for, like, interactive reasons, but still, I don't know. Soul Calibur, definitely not one of the more detailed ones, but you can still make quite a bit. I made a bunch of, like, characters from stuff.
Turbo jank.
Pretty well. It is pretty turbo jank, yeah. I've played, like, free games with better character creators, so it's, again, definitely no super snazzy character creation, especially with the way they handle, like, the accessories and stuff. It's really weird, but...
I was thinking you were calling out a game that was good. And I was like, I've never heard of a game called Super Snazzy.
That might exist. That sounds like something someone would call a game, especially an indie game.
A game with a really good character creator.
A game that's just a character creator. That's what that sounds like to me.
Can make all the super snazzy characters.
I mean, there have been some pretty good ones of late. I feel like the Inzoi thing, the like Korean Sims or whatever it was. I think it's Korean. I can't remember. That one had a pretty good character creator that people were going nuts over for a while. I think Where Winds Meet or whatever. That one that keeps getting sponsor gameplay from like everybody all the time. And had all of the advertising. Seems to have pretty good character customization from what I've seen. Haven't actually watched any gameplay, but just based on like people's thumbnails where they're in the character creator and they all look completely different. Like, I'm one of the rare people that doesn't often do like a what do they usually call it, like a monster maker kind of thing. Like I don't make like a creature. Like I actually try to make a character that I would be fine looking at for however long the game is.
Makes sense.
I mean, I think I was saying before, even like the outfits for like V in Cyberpunk, like I'd switch them out and stuff depending on what I'm doing and stuff like that, just because, and it's cool. It's cool that you can. I don't know.
It's a nice feature.
Need more stuff like that. It would definitely make more sense if more of the game was not first person for sure, but. There probably are ways to play it in third person, just like in general, but I'm unfamiliar with them. Kind of prefer playing in first person most of the time anyway. Especially for shooting segments, I feel like the shooting segments would be even harder without first person.
Yeah, I mean, there are the whatever, like, smart weapons.
That's true. I have not used like any of those.
Yeah, I tried a few and I got like
How far did you get in the game?
very in bad situations very quickly, just
I'm
because like they don't
Ooh.
typically do what I would prefer them to do.
Right, yeah, like the auto targeting and stuff is kind of an issue.
Yeah, I mean, I sent you a screenshot every time I made a save file. I don't know how to relate my progress to a meaningful metric.
Yeah, I'm at like the bit of the game that people put off because it's specifically when you can't do anything you've currently set up to do. It's like I don't know if it's the midway point or if it's really close to the end. I just know that once you do that, you can't do most of the stuff that's already in your like quest list. So I've been trying to clear my quest list basically.
Yeah.
Make sure I haven't missed anything.
My guess is that I'll be completing it in July.
Probably sooner than me.
I
said probably sooner than me.
Yeah. I just I know I'll likely be out of town in July.
Is it?
So have some time to grind some game on my laptop while I'm waiting at the hotel in between events.
Word. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need to play more of it for sure. It's pretty good.
It did get a tad repetitive, trying to grind all the quests, because I think I'm like, I'm probably not as far as you are, but I'm at the same point where I'm trying to grind quests before I progress. And a lot of the quests are becoming like increasingly similar.
Really? Have you run into the like candidate guy for like some kind of city leadership? I don't even remember what it is.
Maybe.
Because that quest line's pretty
since
interesting.
I've played it.
But yeah, like the races and the cyber psycho stuff, and
yeah, I think I've captured every possible
stuff.
cyber psycho.
Yeah, the Delamain stuff can get a little repetitive when that happens.
I completed the Delamain stuff,
but they're all at least like their own sort of thing, I guess.
Yeah, like, there's variation. It's not the exact same thing.
All of the character
it's
quests
just
are pretty
similar.
unique. If you've done any of the character quests, I guess. Like the main characters that contribute to the ending, I think, if I'm remembering right. Like I think all of the endings are very character driven. Like depending on which characters you want to like have at the end of the game, like when you're doing stuff, that's sort of what determines what ending you get. Oh yeah, did you ever actually figure out like what sort of design you want to go with for the wither farm? Just kind
I
of
mean,
fun.
I have the video.
Okay.
Um, Last I heard, you said you would prefer to build one that we know will work properly. Since we put so much effort into clearing all this out.
Makes
So I
sense,
just
yeah.
assumed we would follow the tutorial from the video, but
Okay. I didn't know
if you
if
want
you
to try
had
and
one
design one, I'm not
selected already.
necessarily against that.
I was just checking. I would prefer someone else's design, for sure. For something like this. Otherwise, we're probably ending up making a, well, I guess we won't necessarily be making a fortress farm if we use, the roses, but still. I feel like it wouldn't be as efficient as someone who's, like, made a thing and is like, yep, this makes, you know, this much at a time. Run it for this amount of time to probably never need to run it again type stuff. Like, good to have that info ahead of time instead of, like, restyling it and then maybe something breaks or you don't get nearly the rates you were expecting.
Devastating.
Yeah, especially when we spend all this time doing the perimeter. We're not even halfway done yet.
See, that kind of shit you just keep to yourself.
I think this has been the difficult bit of it, though. Like I said, this bit here, once this is over, it's definitely easier than this. The whole rest of it. That first corner we did was definitely easier than this as well. I still can't believe you wanted to do this without a beacon.
I mean, to be fair, I think a vast majority of the blocks that I've broken have been insta-mine with or without a beacon.
I feel like most of the stuff I've broken here has been, like, warped wart.
Yep, again, insta-mine without a beacon.
I don't think it is.
Oh, okay. Let's take it to the overworld and find out.
I mean, you could just disable the beacon, or, like, switch it, and then try it.
Or do that. Go for it.
That means stopping. This is already gonna take forever. Stopping to do something like that seems dumb. If you remind me when I repair stuff, I'll do it, I guess. Yeah, also in general, just the fact that we have to, like, switch tools in this area sucks, for sure.
What else sucks about it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like everything, pretty much. So it's a rough
The
biome.
blazes. The blazes are the worst.
They weren't great. Kind of glad those are gone. Zombie pigmen were probably the worst, though, because if you hit one of those by accident, you have to go back to the overworld and sit and wait for them to calm down. Or you have to just run them in circles around the platform and kill them all until there aren't any in range to get mad at you. feel like the pattern I'm digging in is so weird because of all of these, like, diagonal gaps. I was gonna call this one a ravine, but it's very shallow, so not really. Just like
A shelving.
small pit in the ground. Oh, hello. Is that lava in or out? Lava's out. Okay. Couldn't tell. Dude, what even is that tree over there? Do you see the tree to the east? On that, like, really flat floating platform? That you're flying towards right now? This thing's ridiculous.
Kinda neat.
Yeah, but we have to... That's something we'll have to get rid of eventually. Just spamming rockets. I mean, it's not in the current square, but it is massive. I don't know that I've seen one generate like that. I've seen the plus signs. Like, I've seen that pattern generate. I just don't think I've seen one generate that tall. Just like a pillar. Sort of like the basalt. In a way. Is this? This is gross. It took me a sec because of the visual, but I forgot that's the name of one of the characters that I don't think I've played at all. Because there is a DLC for the game, and I don't believe I have all of it.
For Skullgirls?
Yeah. I feel like it would make more sense to get the rest of it when I'm actually, like, done with the story and stuff, and I'm maybe a little better at the game. I haven't played it in a long time, though. I got decent at it for a little bit, after doing all the, like, tutorial stuff to figure out, like, how the movesets work.
What even is the tree to the east? Oh, wait. It's gone.
You did leave a block behind, though.
No, I didn't.
You sure did.
No, I didn't.
Looking straight at it. I'm surprised you actually managed to land on it. I didn't even need to dodge. You shot below me.
I wasn't trying to hit you.
Okay. Say so.
Okay. Lava. Oh, wait. Lava.
What?
Watch out for the lava.
From
The lava's coming to get you.
Minnesota?
No, the lava.
Okay.
I would expect someone that spoke British English for as long as you to know how the Brits say lava.
Everyone I've ever encountered that's British has said it lava, I swear.
Shouldn't swear.
I feel like anyway. I mean, I can't recall one word specifically. Now they said it, I
Unacceptable.
guess. But I really don't. I feel like I would have made note of that. We've played enough video games. There's probably been enough of it in there
Enough lava?
that I would have known, would have noticed, and been like, "Holy crap! Why do you say it like that?" But
Brr.
I guess it depends on the area too. Probably varies a lot. Having combat music while there are no monsters is kind of strange. Weird vibe.
Heart rate spiking. Fight or flight. Engaged.
I feel like this is one of the first freaking songs you hear. Because you're pretty much thrown into immediate combat. And it lasts until you get out of, gosh, where do you even start? I can't remember.
Oh.
One of the river ones? Yeah, and then even when you get through the cave with the bear and everything and you get outside, there's those wolves that show up, like, immediately as well. There's, like, zero time to think about anything until you get to that first town. After the opening. It's like the first time you're actually out of combat. In a way, it's sort of like, their other stuff, I guess. Like, Fallout's pretty similar. A lot of combat right out the gate. And then when you finally get to, like, the first, like, checkpoint in the game, it slows down for a little bit.
Interesting.
I feel like New Vegas is kind of like all gas, no brakes the whole time. So that's sort of an exception, I guess. It's like perma combat. I suppose if you're actually in New Vegas and you're just kind of hanging out, then you don't necessarily need to be fighting anybody. But the people there are pretty easy to piss off too, so I don't know. I feel like the trying to think of their name. The NCR, New California Republic, those people are probably the ones I've had the most trouble with. It's because they're just aggro for like literally any reason. Which is kind of a pain. Them and the powder gangers or whatever, the like greaser people.
Mm-hmm.
With, like the robot dogs and stuff.
Yeah, they really need to come up with a first-party co-op campaign for a Fallout game.
That would be sick.
I would play the absolute shit out of that game.
I would actually finish a Fallout game. That would be cool. Yeah, stuff like Elder Scrolls and all that, like all of their RPGs, I feel like in general would benefit greatly from an actual like multiplayer campaign specifically experience, because their only existing multiplayer Fallout experience is not much.
Yeah, supposedly it's gotten drastically better since its release, but
still does. It's still not really like campaign focused or anything though. It's like a
Yeah.
survival, like base building game. And they've also talked about how like they anticipated it being like hyper competitive and stuff, and everybody's just sort of chill and helps each other out. Like they're like not really the vibe we were going for, but okay. Like instead of having to fight players and like Yao Guai and stuff, it's like you're teaming up with like 20 players to fight like one Yao Guai, and it stands absolutely no chance. It's like lasers flying at it from every direction.
It kind of sounds like elevator music.
This might be like one of the many like menu songs. Sounds like it anyway. Doesn't sound like fight music. It could be. All sorts of fight music. I feel like I can't think about this game anymore without thinking about the freaking... There was a tournament. I don't know if it was EVO or what, but there was someone playing big band. There's like a character that's like made of brass instruments almost. And they there's a move in fighting games that is called like Happy Birthday, like it's a combo. It's a type of combo or something. And they did one of those, and before they got the other player on lethal, they got them in like a stun loop by playing Happy Birthday on the horns and then delivered the final hit. And the clip
Pretty
is
wild.
insane. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like there's videos that people make where it's just big band playing music. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I can't remember what fighting game it was, but I watched a clip recently of a like live tournament, and the fight got down to like one person was one hit away from being KO'd,
It might have been the
and they brought it back.
Chun-Li thing.
Maybe
Could have been it,
and
because
like
that's
the
what I'm
entire
immediately
stadium
thinking
like erupted.
Because that was nuts. It was like Chun-Li and Ken was like pretty much full health, and Chun-Li was about to die, and they turned it around. And I have no idea how they did it. I would not be able to recover that. I would just die. 1000%. I'm so bad at fighting games. I love them. They're very fun, but I'm very bad at them. I watch enough of them that like I'm not, I don't know, I'm not horrible at them. I feel like compared to the people I've played against, I am dreadful. Like everyone I've ever played with, for the most part, is like way more skilled at them. But I mean, that tournament I did in college that I have mentioned a time or two, I did get pretty close to winning, but I'm not as good as the people who are like actually good at the games. Doesn't help that it was Smash. If it was a traditional fighter, I might have been able to hold my own a little easier. But Smash is a little more outside of my expertise, specifically the newer one. I could probably rock people in Melee on average, but we were doing Ultimate or whatever the most recent one is. I still don't know.
It's a lot more characters to keep up with, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like the really nice thing
There's
about playing
genuinely
Melee
enough
is
variation.
I knew everything to expect from
Right.
every character. Like
Yeah,
I just can't pull that off anymore with
so many
as much as
movesets.
going on.
Like, it's insane. I mean, I have to imagine it's similar for 2XKO, because it's got, I don't even know how many elite characters in it. Like, that's got to be rough for people that aren't, like, really good. because there's probably like 100 different movesets that are like genuinely unique in some way. Like all their ranges are different, like all of their speeds are different, all their weights are different, like that's tough. I don't know if I could do all that, like competitively at least. I feel like if I was playing it for fun against someone else who was also around the same skill level, that would be fine. But playing competitively against someone who knows what they're doing, I feel like would just not be very interesting to me in a game like that. There's just so much going on. I mean, Skullgirls has a fair few, I guess. Like I was describing Big Band, I don't think there's anybody else that really fights quite the same as Big Band in that game. So there's definitely still a lot of variety there too. But for some reason I'm better at adapting to that, I guess. I don't know. It's more on par with like a typical fighter in terms of like how many different movesets you have to memorize to know what to expect out of certain characters. It definitely helps to learn the characters yourself as well. Your like understanding of what might happen becomes more reflex based than like knowledge based, which helps. Like if you know what you would do, you know how to counter it, essentially.
Right. I think that's how I got like any skill whatsoever at any of them, was just knowing what would upset me if I was playing that position right now. Like how would I counter what I would be doing?
Yeah, it's all split second stuff too, which I'm also typically kind of bad at. Shoot. Well, I guess I can build below it and then reconnect it. Oh, I picked stuff up though. There we go. I didn't check any of the outputs because you were AFK, weren't you?
Yeah, I did get kicked at some point. I don't know at what point though. I don't know what happened. There was a connection timeout error or something like that.
Maybe like a socket thing or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Strange. I don't think I ever realized how many of these freaking trees generate in plus signs. Just unaware of this. Prior to today.
The really crazy thing is it's more likely on Microsoft's side than mine because the world is local. So
Right.
it literally is just kicking me because it can't validate my account. Like, even though I'm logged into my own system, like, so bizarre.
Yeah, realistically, there's not even a need for any of the machines to be on any sort of DRM at the moment because everything is locally hosted and locally connected and everything, but no, we gotta make sure that you paid for the game that you're playing. Otherwise, you're not allowed to do that. Like,
I do think it's kind of cool that you don't have to pay for the server.
don't give them ideas. You do have to pay for realms, to be fair. So I
Yeah.
guess they did already kind of think of that. You never know. They're always one step away from charging you from for
I
something.
mean, it's not a
new.
big deal. I have another account. If I needed to have an account to run the server, I've got one ready. But yeah, just kind of surprised me whenever I was able to just boot it with no requirements.
Yeah, it's been that way since the start. I think that's more to do with Mojang than it is to do with Microsoft, for sure. I think
Yeah.
they just stuck with it, even when they got bought out. They're like, nah, it stays. The Realms thing was probably a Microsoft idea, if I had to guess.
For some reason, I was thinking Realms existed before Microsoft.
No,
Definitely not.
definitely not.
Interesting. Maybe I'm just timing the Microsoft thing based on whenever we had to give up our Mojang accounts.
I'm super
Mojang accounts.
down to double check, because not that it'd be a huge deal to be wrong about, but
I just remember our brother had a realm that he paid for and invited Jinx to. And I feel like it was a very, very long time ago. And it feels like it was long enough ago that Microsoft wasn't involved yet, but I could be very, very wrong.
curious now. It was pre-Microsoft, you're right. That's very strange.
I'm sure Microsoft did plenty to quote unquote upgrade it,
Right, to make it even more
make
tolerable.
it more
than it
revenue
is,
friendly.
yeah. Maybe that's why I'm thinking it. Maybe it was more innocuous to start or something. I don't know. I'm sort of curious if that was pre or post Notch's exit for 1,000,000,001 reasons. So far as I know, he left of his own volition, but couldn't tell you for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually had removed him at some point. Like, yeah, you gotta leave.
We're done with all your amazing ideas to make the game better without making us more money.
I'm especially tired of all of that stuff you say on social media. Like, I could see that being a Mojang thing. Like, them being like, you know, you kind of suck, so if you could just leave, that would be cool. Like, again, I can't confirm whether or not he may have improved over the years, but he's a character, for sure. Not the friendly variety. He always seemed pretty cool, too, but...
Did you ever play Dungeons?
No, I did not. Did you?
We played the shit out of Dungeons.
It seemed neat when it came out. It was not what I was expecting when they were advertising about it before they revealed what it was. I thought it would be more connected to the existing game. When they were, like, you know, doing, like, not even trailers, but, like, teasers or whatever, where they're like, there's something new coming to Minecraft. And it's like, it's actually a completely different game. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there were, like, achievements or anything, but if there were, we definitely 100% of that game.
I mean, yeah, no, it looked cool. I didn't know that I knew anyone who had played it. I was unaware of that. That game completely sort of passed me by. I didn't really ever think about it. Does it still get updates and stuff?
Oh yeah. I actually bought 3 of the like season passes or whatever whenever they came out for all the expansions, and we tried playing it once, and they changed it enough to where it was like not entertaining to get back into. It was weird.
Dang.
Like there were a couple of new mechanics that were kind of cool. Like you could have like an iron golem with you, which you couldn't have before, as kind of like a sidekick. Like little things like that. But like overall, I don't know. Like when we left the game, we were like gods, basically. Like it's very much like an RPG. Like you level up and you get better gear, and like you get to a point where like nothing can stop you. You're just like basically grinding experience until the next boss fight, which they can be challenging, but for the most part, like as long as you've like got enough of the good stuff, like you could just walk in and absolutely annihilate the boss. And then whenever we opened it back up, like they had nerfed so much, it was just
It's made
I
it
don't
way
know,
like grindier.
disappointing. Yeah, like it was fun for a minute, but it wasn't nearly as much as like the initial run.
I mean, there have been mods over the years too for like even in beta for this game
Yeah,
that are pretty good at like doing
we
RPG progression and stuff.
oh yeah. We tried. We actually played one for quite a while. The one we invited you to that you were like super not into because of the seasons or whatever. We played that for quite some time.
There was one that was
Made
relatively
some pretty
recent
decent progress.
where
Yeah.
we had to keep track of like water and temperature and stuff.
Yep.
That's what you're talking
That one.
about.
Yeah. We basically got to a point where we were not having to worry about that anymore, just due to our progression.
Yeah, I just kept dying. It was like,
Yeah. Early game was definitely a
me
lot
out
more
of it.
grindy, but once we progressed to the point where we unlocked stuff that made it much less of a chore to keep up with, it wasn't too bad.
I don't even know where I was when I fell down. This area makes it way harder to tell with all the variation in elevation. It's probably over here. It's doing like trenches to try and make sure I don't go past where I absolutely have to. Oh yeah, but now that it's back on Skyrim music, it got me thinking about the fact that multiplayer Fallout would be cool, multiplayer Elder Scrolls would be great if it was something that was more in line with like a campaign and less like ESO. Because they do a lot of the
they've
same
got mods
stuff.
for it, don't they?
Yeah, there's like Morrowind and Oblivion for sure. Skyrim had one, but because of all the differences in the versions and how they changed the files around and stuff, it's like really hard for them to keep on top of it, and I don't know if they have at all.
Hmm.
Like the
Yeah,
version of the game
haven't
I
beat it.
have,
I would definitely be more interested in trying a playthrough if it was co-op.
the version of it I have has not had like an updated version of the multiplayer in a really long time. Just because the game itself
mean,
hasn't updated, I think. So hopefully that
you
would
would
be
think
fine.
with
But
how old it is, like they would have figured it out by now.
it's just, again, it's how many different versions there are. Like, they've had to restart, basically, because every game's, like, compiled differently for some reason.
Sure, but I'm just saying for like, just like with Minecraft, like the version changes, the mods catch up, the version changes, the mods catch up. Like the latest version of
Yeah,
Skyrim
but
cannot be
usually
that
people
new.
get burned out pretty quick, because it's a lot to do, and they usually don't make anything off of it. It's usually done, like, purely as a passion project, so if they don't have, like, the means, like, the time to do it, and the patience, like, it usually just gets dropped. Because, again, there's, like, 30-plus versions, I think, of Skyrim. They'll have, like, completely different file structures and code and everything, like, it's a pain.
Yep. I wouldn't be opposed to looking into it if it's something you were interested in doing or streaming.
Could be interesting. Doing multiplayer playthrough. It might be better to do that in conjunction with some kind of like quality of life pack or something. The game's got problems, like most
Oh.
Bethesda games. A lot of bugs that can be really frustrating and like add hours to the gameplay loop just for sake of having to like get past something bugging out.
Interesting.
It's a Bethesda game. If you've ever played one, I'm sure you have. A lot of them. They're pretty buggy. That's kind of the thing they're known for. It just works, so says Todd Howard. It's something. It is an experience. But it is still, like, one of the better games I've played. Like, it was really cool to play for the first playthrough, for sure. Like, in 2011 or whatever year it came out. Like, no one knew anything about it. Playing through without any knowledge of the game was pretty sick. But yeah, one of the earlier dungeons that I ran across, my like companion got bugged out and was like stuck, and I could not figure out a way to get them out. And I spent, I think, multiple different days, because I would just give up and like come back to it another day. I spent multiple days trying to figure it out, and then finally it just like fixed itself.
Can you not open up a console?
You can. I don't think I would have known that at that time. Because I was like 10 or 11 or whatever. I wasn't really familiar with being able to use developer tools outside of games where you kind of had access to them at all times. Like the sandbox stuff I had played before. Like, I think I probably looked at it like it was an all or nothing thing. Very familiar with console stuff now, but haven't played it in a long time. I tried playing it modded, and I was having a hell of a time getting it to run for more than like 2 minutes.
Interesting.
So I sort of just gave up. Because, I mean, there's character customization stuff for that too, so you can have more like outfits instead of just having to have like armor and stuff like that. Like, because again, I like stuff like that, and you can play that game pretty decently in third person a lot of the time. Combat's definitely easier in first person, but it's not impossible in third person. Stuff like that, stuff that changes how like the story progresses and like how you start. I've seen a lot of people stream using similar stuff where it's like you create your character and then you get like a completely different set of like starting quests. You can even start in like a random city and stuff. Like, there's a lot to do.
Yeah, I can't tell if you're just like talking about it or if it's actually something that you want to try.
Just sort of yapping. I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I would love to get a modded version of it working at some point, because I want like I want to play the game again, because I don't think it's like, considering how many times I've played it, I don't know how interested I'd be in like a regular playthrough of it again.
Gotcha.
So like at the very least, we would need to get like multiplayer going or something, like something that changes the experience in some way. Also, I mean, there's the DLC. I did through legitimate means acquire the DLC that I hadn't previously as well as part of.
Did not realize there was
that.
DLC for it.
Yeah, no, my first replay of it, I was saying yesterday or something, was like Dawnguard, I think it was called, the vampire one.
Sounds cool.
It's pretty neat. I didn't complete it, I think. I had finished like the regular campaign on that one, but I don't think I ever actually went the whole way through the Dawnguard stuff.
For some reason, I was thinking Dawnguard was just the name of like the guards,
No, it's
like the
it's like a
those city
whole
guards that you shoot in the knee.
section of the game. I mean, I think Dawnguard's like a place in like Tamriel. I don't know if it's in Skyrim, but you go to like this like sort of like a, what are they called? Like a convent kind of. You just got like a billion vampires and they're just hanging out. And they're like, yo, what up? What's poppin'?
Interesting.
Vampire time. You get like crossbows and stuff if you want to like fight the vampires instead, if you want to like hunt them and stuff. You can do some like Van Helsing type stuff. It's interesting. I don't remember a great deal about it because again I didn't ever even beat it, but I think that's mostly just down to when it came out. I was just playing a million other things. And wasn't really at a point where I was focusing as much on single-player games anymore. I was playing a lot of games with my friends. Such as this. I don't remember what version. Oh, it would have largely been overtaken by this. I didn't even think about it. Skyrim came out. The original release of the regular game came out the same year that this entered official release. So I think I played through Skyrim, started my like regular second playthrough, and then that got like annihilated by me getting Minecraft when it came out officially. Because I had played it plenty before that. But I could only play it for so long, I guess. Like, I had been playing the same like demo version of it for like a year or two. And then the official game finally came out. And I was like, I want the real game. I want the whole thing. I managed to convince Mom to get it for me for steep $10 that it was back when it came out. Because it was not... I feel like it was kind of a big deal to some people, but it really wasn't as big of a deal as it is now. Even when it came out. I mean, I think by the time of official release, Minecraft might have started, but I can't even remember if that was a thing yet or not. That might have been pre-dedicated WAM. If you're familiar with that at all.
I don't think so.
There was a kid that came to one of the like very first Minecon panels and was asking how much dedicated RAM you need to host a server. But because it was like an actual child, they were like, how many dedicated WAM for the server? And that became like a thing for a while. Like people have like, because a lot of people had like, I don't even know what to call them, like hats, I guess, that had their like username above them, like you would in the game. And so I've seen more than once like people even like cosplay that kid with the name and everything overhead. Like it's just it was one of those things where it's like, I don't know that you necessarily had to be there, but it was like it's like an event that happens once and then never again, pretty much.
Right.
Like, they've had some weak Minecons for sure. But the early ones are the more memorable ones for sure. Just because of how, like, varied it was and how little they knew what they were doing yet. Like, the presentation style, probably as a result of Microsoft giving them money, is a lot more like corporate and like, I don't know, it's more showreel kind of style. Like, It's almost like an awards presentation show, but it's just like, it's usually like, here's some features that are coming to the game, here's some cool merch you can get if you were here, like, here's a couple of in-game things you could get if you were here, and that's it. Like,
Yeah, the cape's pretty cool.
yeah. People like to, show off the OG one, for sure. I don't know if it's changed a bunch or anything, but I know pretty much everyone I've seen that has it had gone to the first one, so
Right.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it, I guess. What's up?
Our sister sent a picture of Shadow.
Oh, yeah?
I will post it in the DM.
Oh, yeah, hopefully I remember to give her the thing tomorrow.
Oh, if you still not giving it to her? Okay.
I haven't seen her a single time.
Oh, okay. That's a good reason.
She's been there. I have not been there, like, the one day that I went down, they had gone somewhere, so.
Gotcha.
So just like, oh, okay, and then I left again.
And then I left. The end.
I left and I came here to do this. Gamer. But yeah, if she's to be believed, should see her tomorrow, so
Hopefully.
fingers crossed. I'm not gonna expect much, to be honest, but down to be pleasantly surprised, I guess. Need more of these trees to be embedded in the ground like those ones were. Hardly any warped wart, just like trunks shoved in the ground. I don't know why, but this song sort of made me think of MGS3. I guess because of Snake Eater, maybe.
Oh, can you see the names?
Hmm?
I can only see the.
No,
thumbnail.
just because of the vocals, like the
Oh.
style and the fact that it's from it's like English song in a Japanese video game. It's like
Oh, did you ever add Kingdom
Snake
Hearts
Eater
stuff?
goes hard. I did not. I can. I imagine
I guess I can too.
the first. This is not where I need to search. Whoops. Need to go to the actual site and search, because then it'll give me playlists. And then I can hit the button to add all the songs from the playlist. Kingdom Hearts, OST. The only thing I worry about is if Simple and Clean is in it. I don't know if that's DMCA. It doesn't seem to be in there.
Remove any that are suspect or cause for concern.
I don't see it anywhere. I think this is actually just songs like that are like strictly game music. So this should be fine. I even searched for Simple and Clean, it's not in there. I guess I could search Hikaru. No. Okay. We're chilling. The window is a very awkward size for this. manually move the scroll. There we go. I've got it in the spot I need it in now. Import playlist. Now I need to see the scroll bar inside the program. Yep, it's in there. Bonus. Why is the Winnie the Pooh music bonus? Bonus. Pooh's soul leaves his body. I think that happens in the second one, actually. I don't know if that happens in the first one. Is that happening in the first one? Is that when that happens? Because I don't feel like I remember seeing it happen. So I don't feel like it happens in the first one.
I don't know.
I genuinely can't remember. It's been such a long time. I tried replaying it on, my system here.
Mhm.
And I don't recall getting very far again.
It's good.
It's very good. I feel like I got to Alice in Wonderland and stopped entirely last time I played it,
Mhm.
which I think was in college. Which I think I've probably said enough, but I'll say again that it pretty much the only reason I dropped anything in college was because I just didn't have time. It's like that's why I've still have never actually played through MGS5, is because like I started it while I was like starting to get busy with coursework, and so I just never got back to it. Like I probably need to just start it over again. Then again, I'm not that far in the game. I more or less remember what happens. Like I said, I got through the original bit with Mantis, the hospital, Kaz, and the other person, the other big bad that's not Mantis, that you show, that shows up in the beginning here briefly. I don't even remember who it is.